Hey there, physical science students. This is Ms. Reork. We're going through part 2 of Vodcast 5.4, where we're going to talk about naming compounds. All right, in the last Vodcast, you learned how to name covalent compounds. We knew it was covalent because it had a non-metal listed first. So now, well, what happens if the first element is a metal? All right, so let's learn that. Is the first element a metal? Well, last time we did no, and we learned how to do all this, right? Well, this time, guess what? The answer is yes. All right, so now you are stuck at a crossroads again, and you have to ask yourself another question. Is it a transition metal? Because if it's a transition metal, it has its own set of rules to go by. If it's not a transition metal, if it's just a regular metal, group 1 or group 2, then we can follow these very easy rules. So is the first element a metal? Yes. Let's say that we're going to do CaCl2. Okay, so is the first element a metal? Yes, it is. Is it a transition metal? Well, if you looked at your periodic tables, you'd see it's in group 2. The answer is no, it's not a transition metal. It's in group 1 or group 2. So we name the first element. That's simple, calcium. Name the second element using IDE if the second is an element. Okay, now, what, Mr. York, you just said name second element if it's an element. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, right? Okay, so name the second part is probably what this should say. Or name the anion using IDE if it's an element. Okay, now when you have ionic compounds, the metal is listed first because the metals always make a positive charge. Well, the nonmetal comes second because it always has a negative charge. Okay, so we're going to name the first element, calcium, and we're going to name the second part, an anion, which is this right here, and it's just chlorine, and chlorine is an element, so we're going to name it with the IDE ending, so it would be chloride. Okay, that was easy, right? Okay, let's try another one. Let's say that we have, let's do K2S. All right, so first element, is it a metal? Yes, it is. Is it a transition metal? No, it's in group 1. It's a regular alkali metal. So we're going to name the first element, potassium. And then we're going to name the second part, which is just an element, with IDE as the ending. So we would say it's sulfide. So potassium sulfide. All right, let's do some practice problems. Okay, so here's some practice. The first one, we have Li2S. First element, is it a metal? Yes. Is it a transition metal? No, it's in group 1, so we name it lithium chloride, or sulfide. Sulfide, sorry, because it's S at the end there. Lithium sulfide. All right, first element is a metal. It is sodium. Second element is chlorine, so we put chloride. All right, it's pretty easy, right? Okay, let's try. I want you to pause and try 3, 4, and 5, and then come back and check your answers. Okay, so for number 3, we have strontium, which is a metal. It's in group 2, and fluorine, which would be fluoride. Now, when you spell this, make sure you spell it as fluor and not flour. F-L-O-U is not correct. F-L-U-O is correct. All right, the next one, we have aluminum and chloride. And then for the last one, you should have had barium fluoride. Okay, now I did not have you do 6, 7, or 8. And the reason I didn't have you do 6, 7, or 8 is because they have these things in them. These are polyatomic ions, and we haven't quite covered those just yet, but we will. And we'll come back to them when we get there. All right, so when you get to class, we're going to practice some more of this, and we're going to practice some covalence, so you've got a little bit of both going on in there. I'll see you in class.